Good, good morning, everyone. We are going to get started with this wonderful celebration. So welcome, everybody. It is just such a beautiful, bright, sunny day out here, and we are here to celebrate the refurbishment and reopening of the Mary Phillips Senior Center, along with its 30-year legacy of being a place for our seniors and our community. As we get started with this program, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'm going to ask everyone to rise. We will be led by Barbara Bowman, and I'm going to ask you to remain standing as we'll have the national anthem from the Mary Phillips Senior Choir after the pledge. Barbara? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you to the Mary Phillips Senior Choir. They are led by Choir Director Barbara Bowman. They are accompanied by pianist Ann Coleman. And we want to give special thanks to the interim Choir Director, Paul Morrell. Let's give them another round of applause for leading us this morning. Thank you. We're going to move our choir over into the shade. We don't want to melt our choir. That would be a bad thing to do. That's a bad way to celebrate. We do have the pleasure of having some dignitaries in the audience with us this morning. I'd like to recognize that we have Riverside County Supervisor Chuck Washington representing District 3. We have Mayor Zach Schwank accompanied by Councilmember James Stu Stewart. We have City Manager Aaron Adams, Assistant City Manager Kevin Hawkins. We have Director of Community Service Erica Russo. We have the Director of Public Works Pat Thomas with us. We have Fire Chief Captain Crater. We have representatives from Senator Kelly Cierto's office with us today. And we also have a number of commissioners. I've seen commissioners from the Community Services Commission and also the Ready Commission with us this morning. So thank you everyone for being here. Now you all may have noticed that the Senior Center is definitely a different color. It's not yellow anymore, now it's a cool blue-gray. I think it looks beautiful. But there's a lot more upgrades inside that you're gonna see that our City Council and our staff have provided. Their improvements include a renewal of the facade, which you see, ADA upgrades throughout, roof replacement, parking lot improvements, upgraded interior lighting, improvements to the library, restroom improvements, upgraded drinking dispensers, and a new outdoor shuffleboard court. But one thing that has not changed is the amazing staff that is the heart of what happens here in the Senior Center. I want to recognize our staff, starting with Yvette. And to everyone, I know everybody loves Cece's cooking, and I know you're going to be so happy to be back in here to get meals from Cece. But I think our residents say it the best with this 5-star Google review. The staff is wonderful. They are very helpful and knowledgeable about the programs and services that the city has to offer. The director, Yvette, is a joy to be around, always so kind and giving. The holiday parties and events that the center hosts are a lot of fun for the participants and free of charge. So thank you. Let's give a round of applause for our staff. I now have the honor of introducing a devoted individual who has tirelessly worked to enhance the fabric of our Temecula community. Beginning his journey in 2013 on the City of Temecula Community Services Commission, and later serving as the chairperson, his commitment has always been about enriching lives. Now serving his second term as our City Council member for District 5, he continues to champion the cause of family and community, ensuring that Temecula remains a wonderful place to live, work, and play. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Zach Schwenk.
Thank you very much, Kathy. I appreciate the kind words. It is truly an honor to be here today to welcome you all to our newly renovated Mary Phillips Senior Center. I love the shirts. I too love the Senior Center, although I'm not able to come to the seniors as a senior yet, but at some point in the near future I will. I do enjoy coming here and spending time with you. Our senior community, I love you. You are a valued asset in our community. You enrich my life, and I know you enrich the lives of everyone else in our community. It's really, again, an honor and a privilege to be a part of a council to be able to reinvent and reinvest in our people, in our community, and in our buildings. And this is just another opportunity for us to make your lives a little bit better, enrich our community, and make Temecula the wonderful place that it is to live, work, and play. So I'm excited. I haven't even seen inside. I cannot wait to play shuffleboard. That's going to be super exciting. And I know there's shade structures back there too, so that's going to be wonderful. So thank you for coming this morning, and I'm looking forward to spending a little time here with you today and seeing everything that's new and wonderful at the Mary Phillips Senior Center. Thank you.
We have the pleasure of having a representative here from Senator Kelly Cierto's office, and she has something to present to Mayor Zach Schwenk.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Senator Kelly Cierto, I would like to present the certificate to you and congratulate you on all the new improvements. The Senior Center looks amazing, and congratulations.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
We also have Riverside County Supervisor Chuck Washington here, and he has something to present to Mayor Schwenk also.
What an exciting day here. My wife and I have lived in Southwest Riverside County for 34 years. It's just such a joy to see how this community has blossomed. And I've enjoyed my time on the board, but certainly enjoyed the 11 years I spent on the city council before going to the Board of Supervisors. And I just love the way this community wraps its arms around seniors. Someday I'll be old enough to experience that. Thank you. I'm here every Thursday. I have a beautiful certificate. If I had young eyes, I'd read what it said, but I'm just going to present it to the mayor and congratulate him.
Thank you to our senator and our supervisor's office for being out here to celebrate with us and recognize we appreciate the support that we get from both of you. I'm also going to have a moment. We're going to call up Councilmember James Stu Stewart. He has a few words that he'd like to share with us. So everybody, let's give a warm welcome to Councilmember Stu.
So I've lived here long enough to actually live here before this was actually built. So I've been here 33 years. And if you do the quick math, now I can actually be a part of the senior center because I am in my mid to early 60s. So I love the idea that we're investing into our senior community because they invested in us for so many years. So thank you. I hope you all enjoy it and like you have been enjoying it. I know it's a very popular place. So hopefully it becomes more popular, and I'll be in a shuffleboard tournament if you guys have one. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, everybody. I know I forgot to introduce myself. I am Kathy Sizemore. I am a commissioner and chairperson of the Community Services Commission. I know I've had several opportunities to come down and enjoy some of the celebrations with everyone here. And I have my own name for the Senior Center. I call it a house of joy, because every time I come here, I just am surrounded by such joyful people, from the staff to the seniors enjoying their activities here. I've been here for our High Hopes, our special needs adult groups, and it's just a place of joy. I've actually come in here in a bad mood and left with a smile on my face. So I'm very thankful for this place. It looks like do we have another presentation by our choir? Okay, before our choir comes back up here, I wanted to share with you, I found a little bit of history on the Mary Phillips Senior Center. I went and did a little bit of research, and I found a newspaper article from John Hunneman. Maybe some of you remember him. Back in the day, we used to get our news in a paper, and I remember I would sit at my kitchen table and eat my breakfast and drink my coffee reading the Californian, and I would love to read his columns. And what he shared about Mary Phillips, he said, "So who was Mary Phillips? Well, I'm glad you asked. Phillips was born in Romania and moved to the United States when she was 10. She and her husband Stan moved to the Temecula area from Valley Center in 1988. When Temecula incorporated a year later, Phillips, then in her mid-70s, began attending city council meetings and asked that the city would build a senior center. She was very persistent. Phillips also served as the first president of the Seniors' Golden Years of Temecula Valley Group. After several years of her lobbying and cajoling the council, the late Councilman Carl Lindemans was one of her biggest supporters, and the city purchased this old bus barn behind the fire station in Old Town, and they spent $900,000 to convert it into a senior center. I'm sure our city manager can tell us that these refurbishments probably cost more than that original $900,000 here 30 years later. The facility was originally named the Old Town Temecula Senior Center. Mary Phillips died in January 1997 at the age of 84. After her death, members of the Seniors' Golden Years Club circulated a petition to have the center named in her honor, and the City Council approved the name change in July 1997. Carl Lindemann shared, "If it wasn't for her, believe me, there would not be such a center." So we thank Mary Phillips for her persistence in petitioning our City Council. We thank the City Council and staff for listening, and we thank them for the center. So let's go ahead and have our choir come up and entertain us one more time. They're going to stay here in the shade, and they're going to lead us.
She's right there. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I want to take just a couple of seconds to thank some folks. I want to thank this choir for their steadfast participation these last years. I've been singing here for 17 years, and there are people here who were here before me, and one of which is our prior director, Bep Vanderhout, which we adore. Where are you, Bep? There. Who did such a marvelous job. Okay. Thank you, Bep. I took over for she and her husband Cor, and I just want to thank the choir. We've grown over the years in numbers. I want anyone to know that there are no tryouts to be in this choir. All you have to do is be able to make a joyful noise. Secondly, I would like to thank Paul and Marianne Morell for filling in for me in my recent illness. They did such a marvelous job, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'd also just like to quickly thank Yvette and her wonderful staff. They make this job an absolute joy, and I couldn't do it without them. I know you've already clapped one for them, but they deserve another one. Lastly, I'd like to thank Ann Coleman and her husband, Bill. Ann is a consummate musician, and this job would be impossible without her. So please, we are so blessed to have Ann. Okay, I'm done. We would like to teach the world to sing. I'd like to teach the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing perfect harmony. I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company. I'd like to see the world for us, standing hand in hand, and hear them echo through the hills for peace throughout the land. That's a song I hear. Let the world sing today. A song of peace that echoes on and never goes away. You guys want to stand for this? Those that can. We're going to stand if you can. If you can't.
She wants us to stand.
I don't know, but I'm still here. Are you still here?
Don't stand. Don't do like that.
Come on. What? Sit down, sit down, stand up. Stand up, okay?
If tomorrow all things were gone, I'd work for all my life. I had to start again with just the children and my wife. I thank my
Thank you to our choir. Let's give them a round of applause to thank them for sharing their gift of harmony with us this morning. It just wouldn't be a celebration without singing. As we conclude our reopening ceremony and our 30th anniversary ceremony, we want to make sure that we give some special thanks to some community partners that help us continue this mission here at the Senior Center and the senior community. So we'd like to thank the Senior Golden Years, Temecula Valley Rotary Clubs, Hospice of the Valley, Riverside County Office on Aging, our Board of Supervisors, Riverside County Supervisor Chuck Washington, the Western Eagle Foundation, and the Riverside County Public Health. As we conclude today's celebration, let's carry forward the legacy of Mary Phillips with a renewed sense of community, gratitude, and a promise to keep the center a lively, nurturing, and inclusive place for our seniors. The Mary Phillips Senior Center is more than just a building. It's the heart of Temecula's elderly community, beating strong with tales of the past, the laughter of the present, and dreams of the future. Thank you for coming and sharing this time with us this morning and being a part of this beautiful journey. And here's to many more years of joy, learning, and companionship at this beloved center. As we conclude our program, we're going to ask all of our seniors and people here in attendance to rise from your seats, and we'd like for you to move to the front of the building because we'd like to take first a photo of all of our seniors, and then we have some dignitary photos, and we will follow that with the ribbon cutting. And then we encourage everyone in the public to go inside the building, explore, and see all the beautiful refurbishments that have been done to it. So thank you, everybody, for being here with us this morning.